Good morning, everyone. Sorry I am coming on here late. It is 10:32 here in Amarillo. I do believe I said it was going to be in the 50s. Could be wrong, but I digress. So, I'm going to warm up my coffee that I have yet to finish drinking. And we're going to get our day started because I'm going in late. And I have probably already went over my calories for breakfast because my Dom knows my weakness, which is the little mini donuts. And he brought home a whole bunch yesterday, and I was like, I'm trying to watch my weight here, and you got these donuts, and they're like my favorite because they're from my favorite donut stop. So yeah, there's that. I have been productive. I've found a different recipe. It's a chicken recipe. It's a panini recipe. I was reading over it. I was seeing what all I needed to get because this morning I was telling Daddy that I was upset because I wanted to make him a special dinner for Valentine's Day, and he goes, "Why can't you? What do you need?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a good question. I haven't figured out which one I wanted this morning." So after he left, and I had my shower and I got dressed, I went through my cookbooks to find a special recipe. And so I am with two now, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the chicken taco one, or if I want to go with the chicken apricot panini, and then have the winter squash as a side dish. And I don't know if I'm going to do a dessert or not. Might do a dessert, but so there's that. I was laughing my ass off yesterday. So uh we had Charles over here yesterday, and I had gotten, so Charles was sitting over here on this side. You can't see it, but to the side over by the bed. I was here. My Dom was here. I got got the puppy a treat because I'm training her. So far, we're doing pretty good on some things. Some areas still lack a little bit attention and focus on the task at hand, but she's getting there. She did sit and stayed one time for me when I opened that front door. So that's a good thing. Oh, by the way, happy Friday. Good vibes only, because good vibes bring nothing but joy and happiness into this newfound family of mine, other than my daughter. Okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go offbeat off the subject of Valentine's Day because I still got a lot of stuff that I wanted to make it a special day, but we'll get to that later. Okay. So yesterday I told y'all that my mom had just texted me when I was on video with y'all. Okay, so and in order for me to actually see what he wrote, I had to get off of the video and read it. Didn't want to read. After what I read, I was like, yeah, I could have done with hearing that, because that's just, I don't know what my daughter was thinking. I really don't. But anyways, I digress. To the story. Okay. It's fine. I'm fine. So here's the thing. It was 8:39 in the bloody morning, she goes to the center where my Dom works, ask him if she is too late for breakfast, for lunch. Okay, so lunch is usually served around 11:30, 12 o'clock ish, if they're on time, sometimes later. But anyways, and he's telling me this, and I had to read it over to just picture in my mind what he was thinking, because I know what I was thinking when I just read it. I mean, but if she had come to me and said something like that, my retort would be a snide retort. I would be like, darling, it is 8:39 in the morning. You're way behind on your lunch. Lunch is not served until 11:30, not 8:39. So it's like, you have not been to bed. Get your ass in bed and go, because this is ridiculous. This is what I would have told her. I mean, this is ridiculous. And the first thing that came to my mind, and it's bad, but it is what she is on. And I'm thinking, okay, is this child tweaking or something? Is she spaghetting? Is she, okay, she's not in her right mind, or she didn't look at the time. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to have juice on your battery for your phone to stay charged in order to look at said phone to see what time it is. That way you know if you're late or not for lunch. So I was telling Charles this yesterday. He looked at me and he goes, no, you're way off. She was way off. Yeah, I know my daughter was way off. I don't know what she was thinking, but I told him, I said, look, to be honest, the first thing that came to my mind was her habit. And that was her drug of choice, meth. And he's like, so you think she was tweaking? I said, I'm pretty sure she was tweaking. Because she's usually not up at this early in the morning. But yeah, so there's that. And like I said, I read that and I about died. I was like, I don't know. I told him, I said, I don't know what she's thinking, Daddy. I really and truly don't. But wow. That's amazing. I mean, we'll digest this concept of 8:39 in the morning and thinking it is lunchtime. Who knows? I don't know with that child. He's like, well, I told her to call you, and she told me that her phone's dead. I was like, of course it's dead. She has to. I said, she's on that thing constantly. Okay, so it doesn't have a chance to stay charged. And she doesn't stay at the center long enough to have a really good charge on it. So, with that being said, she's not going to have a way of contacting her mama, to let her know that she is okay. And, yeah, so there's that. 10:41. Yeah, I'm like way behind. I haven't even done the dishes yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Trust me. The chores and tasks will be done. Not very much to do. So it's easy to just maintain. And as long as I keep it maintained and clean, I don't have to panic about where the fuck to start. Now, what's going to be fun is when I get to doing these, this dinner for him. Because I usually do not cook something special. I didn't even do this for my husband. I mean, for my ex-husband, um, uh, on Valentine's Day, and we were together before we got married about 5 years, and known each other longer than that. I mean, since I was 7 and he was 14. But there's something about my Dom. I love him. I love him. And I want to show him that. I want to do something special for him for this day because I want him to see that he is very much appreciated and he's very much loved. And because I already wrote him a poem and whatnot, so I don't want to write another poem for him. I want to do something special. I might write a poem for him and have the dinner and have it ready. Um, so yeah, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it already ready for him. It's going to be already set, and when he gets here, I can't wait. I can't wait. He's just got to pick, and I hope he picks the panini because it looks yummy, and it's easy to make. Let me get. I marked it because I wanted to write it down in my little notebook. I gotta get another notebook. I'll ask Daddy if he can get me another notebook when he gets paid next. Oh, and then I found a coffee ice cream. Yeah. Oh, and I just turned to it. I'm excited. I want to make this so bad. So I hope he picks this one. So it's a chicken apricot panini. It's just a pressed sandwich with French bread instead of regular bread. But, okay, so this is so easy. It has simple ingredients that you can do yourself. See, all you need is 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 3 tablespoons of canola oil, and that's for your frying, 6 tablespoons of butter, salt and pepper for taste, 12 to 16 fresh sage leaves. Now, what you're going to do with these sage leaves is going to surprise you. A 1/4 cup of apricot preserves, all right, a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, and that's going to be your spread. So you're going to mix the apricot preserves and the mayonnaise together, and this is supposed to be your spread that you're going to put on the sandwich. 8 thick slices of crusty French bread, a half a red onion thinly sliced. Okay, so, and then it just goes into how to make it and whatnot. So it says, begin by cutting the chicken breast in half, of course. This is a quick and easy way to turn 1 chicken breast into 2 thinner pieces. Flatten them slightly if needed to fit the size of the bread you're using. Okay, in a large skillet over medium-high heat, heat the canola oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. Add the chicken breast to the skillet and cook until browned on one side, about 3 times. Flip the chicken breast and add some of the sage leaves to the hot oil. Trust me, you won't believe what frying will do to the flavor. Flip them once, and when it looks like they're becoming crisp, remove them from the skillet. Repeat with the rest of the sage leaves. Remove the chicken when it's cooking and all the way through. All right, and then you're going to do, this is the dressing or the spread for the sandwich. In this book, I love the Pioneer Women. I wish I could kidnap this book. And the holiday one too, that's just thicker. But anyways, getting back to this yummy dish. I'm going to just put this here for now because it's in my way. In a small bowl, add the apricot preserves and mayonnaise. To build, okay, so stir to combine. This is a scrumptious panini spread. To build each sandwich, spoon a generous portion of the spread on a slice of bread. Okay. Spread it out, of course. Then add some red onion to one slice. All right. Add the sage leaves to the other. Now, I really don't think you can, like, probably leave out the sage leaves, but I'll try with sage and whatnot and see how it is, and then I'll tell y'all about it if this is the one that I make. Hopefully this is the one that I make, because the other one has a lot of stuff to do. Has a lot. But I'm trying to go with minimum groceries that I have to get, because I also have to get the squash for the dinner. And then if I want a dessert, I have to figure out what kind of dessert I want, or what I want to make for it, if I choose a dessert. It varies. I might, but then I have to get flour, because most of your baking stuff deals flour. Unless, what I will tell him, no, we're not going to do a dessert. We're going to, no. Okay, so then you're going to then add the red onions to one slice, add sage leaves to the other. Place a chicken breast on the onion, then flip the top piece of bread onto the chicken. Spread softened butter on both sides of the sandwich. Okay, now, so if you have a panini press, it says to go ahead and use that, but if not, when you're grilling the panini, just press another skillet on top of the one that is cooking the panini, and that will press it together. And then you just halfway through, you flip it on the other side and do the same. And that's basically what it says. And then this is one perfect panini. So, like, this, I wish y'all could see, is what I want to make. There is a picture. So there, yeah, but it's not a very good picture. Okay. So that is the one that I want. The other one is a chicken taco. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 things to get. Well, maybe not so the cumin and the chili, I think we got chili powder. So we would need the canola oil, the chicken, the green chilies, the corn tortillas, the cheese, sour cream if you wanted it, hot sauce. We got hot sauce, so we don't need it. I mean, I will use the Tabasco or anything like that. Lettuce, and we don't do tomatoes, so you would if you don't do tomatoes, you would excommunicate that out. But this one, I think, would be like perfect for the butternut squash, the winter squash that I am going to prep. So that one is in this book. And I wrote that one down. And I turned to it. So it's just simple, really. Baked winter squash. 2 small acorn or butternut squashes, salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. So I think I might still have enough maple syrup for that one. But if not, I'll tell Daddy to get me another maple syrup for the squash. So yeah. I can't wait. And then I have two desserts. So I am also looking up. I found coffee ice cream. Now tell me if that it's just not heaven for a coffee drinker. Day cream. That sounds yummy. Well, you gotta have a blender. Never mind. Danny needs to get an Italian cream cake. Ooh, that kind of looks yummy. I hate tres leches. Citrus butter cookies. Apple dumplings. The apple dumplings even look good. Cashew butter, dinner rose, coarsely chopped rosemary, taste, and sea salt to taste. Okay, so I might. I will write this one down because we do like rows and stuff. So, let's see. There we go. These are all soup. We gotta be, I mean, neither one of us like tomato paste or anything. Like, well, kind of, but we don't do much tomato. So I'm trying to steer clear of anything tomatoey to be on the safe side. Oh, here we go. Supper. Barbecue chicken and pineapple quesadilla is the other one. Yep, that would be this one right here. Okay. So, and then I come over here to the yummy goody desserts that I found. Where are you? Past it. No, it was the fried chicken tacos. Okay, so I have 3 main dishes now. Alright, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Style chicken, sides, twice baked new potatoes, pan fried kale, pan fried spinach, fresh hot potatoes, green bean casserole, roasted cauliflower, corn casserole with peppers, whistle. Look at my alarm. Now you decide to go off. So yeah, but that's kind of like my idea of what I want to do for Valentine's Day for him. And he's going to pick. I'm like, okay, I've marked 3 areas on the Pioneer Woman's cookbook of main dishes. And I think all 3 of them are chicken. How did I end up doing that? Oh! Yep, that one's a chicken. That one's a chicken. I think this... Yep. So you like all 3 of them are chicken. So I'll be like, okay. So I have already got the second dish. The side dish. What I want for your dinner. You're going to pick out, because there's 3 main dishes in here that I have picked out. Now I know one that it sounds good to me, but I want to know which one you want. And that will be the one I fix for your dinner. And then I'll write you a grocery list of what I need. Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna have a dessert. If we have a dessert, maybe we'll get a cake or something. I don't know. I prefer just maybe fruit. What the fuck? Yeah, it's about to run out. So yeah, there's that. Yay me! I had picked this one to be different, but he is different. I mean, it's sad to say that, but he is way different. I mean, he really wants me to like sit with him and watch TV with him and just be in his presence. When it came to me and Scott, I was in one room and he was in the other. I was either in our bedroom, and he stayed in that little living room. I don't know why, but so I mean, there was no connecting and keeping that bond. Or this one, I want to be near him. I want his touch. I still feel safe in his arms. And I tried to reconcile with my ex-husband. Um, but then he threw something in there that he really shouldn't have thrown in there. And I was nice because, he put on a good show and whatnot, and I let him believe that, he knew what he was doing, even though I knew he was being stupid and not really thinking things through. The man, the boy, not the man. He's not a man. He's a boy. He is a complete fucking utterly boyish. Like a not head. So glad that part of my chapter of my story is over because I'm done with that. I'm like, I have had enough and up to here to last. If I really wanted to get back to something that was gaslighting and all that, and then act like he's never done anything, no. You keep the shit. Keep her mom, keep her son. I don't care. I don't want any part of this. It was just a really bad ordeal. I tried. I tried for his sake to make him happy. It costed him. It is. And he still has yet to pay, but I have yet to figure out what I want. And to be honest, I really don't want, like, he has nothing I want. He has nothing I want whatsoever. If we was to settle in the divorce now, I would flat out say, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Maybe alimony, yeah, but that stuff, no. Not unless you want to give me the TV. I mean, yeah, I'll take the TV. But it just pisses me the flip off. So,